distribution, but the Aam Aadmi Party has come out and denied that ticket distribution had any role to play in the suicide of the leader. This should be the Aam Aadmi Party, interestingly, at the same time as the news of the leader's coming to light via money. Has been embarrassment to MCD. These are come to light. The Aam Aadmi Party is for actually climbed of Rashtriya station, protest the wrong policies of the party, that he was not given a ticket to the polls, and following this he suicide and climbed the workers allegedly over who can be the candidates for angry workers. They started managing him, the MLA Yadav, when the MLA from the scene. Now, of course, the case leader committing suicide coming to light. Allegations are that my ticket was sold to the highest. To get the sting operation, money being all of this happened in the city elections, and therefore, in context of Mission Delhi, in context of the Delhi dangle, is the party allegations of selling tickets.
ये सारी जनता पार्टी के हेडक्वार्टर में इनकी एफआईआर में शीट वहीं लिखी, इनकी विजिलेंस की जाती है।
ये जगह से को टिकट आम पार्टी के द्वारा वो पैसे टिकट दिया गया।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी स्तर पर उतर के उनकी हत्या करा।
साहब BJP first senior Rajya Manager Professor Rajdeep Muni is a political analyst. Umesh Sehgal, former chief Delhi government, and Raj is journalist, representative. Across first, I must have seen the Vigilance report that has come to light. Something that dated to 2020, actually, when the Central Vigilance Department studied and what of this outlined earlier. How do you think these allegations are? And the Aadmi Party government refused to acknowledge them.
Well, we were earlier, but I just what said. It seems very serious, and they become serious because for 2 years people seem to have been on it, and it has come out the Vigilance Department of the government. It is not that the central government has imposed on them. It had been properly investigated by now. The government should come out with an answer. This that the allegations made are very, very serious. Tenders being tampered, tenders not being invited, being done and then modified. These are not simple things. These are very complex things. And you made of 100 crores, and you approve tenders, no, 100 crores, approved tenders of 100 crores, you spent 300 crores.
Right.
Which is the should be responsible. Can't say it is the party minister. Just behind bars, not be allowed to function even for a single day. And the officers who have connived in this are also should also be in serious trouble by now. Now here the answer, the just before the election, not because any of the is even about the classroom at certain election was announced. Reason for election. I don't think this is an adequate answer. This is maybe an adequate answer to in TV debates, but this is not an adequate answer which will satisfy the vigilance authorities, which will satisfy the investigating agencies, or which will certainly not impress the courts if the matter finally is true. And but it should have been whatever has at jail, the LG has done, so has done. It is pure subject. Nothing which is definite word.
No,
it is with
cannot keep deflecting whatever is within power, even as a matter of political propriety. I want to go across to Professor Akali on this. It is a little baffling because there are MCD elections, or because the Aam Aadmi Party is fighting in Gujarat and fighting against the BJP to take space of the Congress or whatever you may say. That does not mean that accountability questions will be asked on Aam Aadmi they cannot just say कि कुछ बीजेपी के ऑफिस में बन के आ रहा है, therefore हमें कुछ रिस्पॉन्ड करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है।
नहीं, आपने जो इंफॉर्मेशन दिया वो थोड़ा सा कम था, मैं थोड़ा ज्यादा ऐड कर this report has media, but particular report not been submitted to the Minister of the Government of GNCT.
Civic
report Central
Commission की जो February 20 वो तो दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट थी, वो नोटिस था तो डायरेक्टर भेजा 2 साल से।
I'll tell you. In particular, there has been allegations, number of allegations. I report.
अरे प्रोसेस होता है ना।
1 minute. They have made a report. Now they can take to court. This is of CVC. They can go to the court now. They are last been debated on this scam. Today the charge sheet has been filed. Not the accused number one, not in the charge sheet. I want to ask Bharatiya Janata Party that have and in the charge on the excise.
True, he's not been given a clean sheet either. Investigation against him is still pending. It is on.
No. Charge sheet has been filed. Charge sheet is.
सर आपको सप्लीमेंट्री चार्ज शीट का कॉन्सेप्ट समझ में आता है? चार्ज शीट कभी जरूरी नहीं है एक ही गो में होती है। Accused के खिलाफ एक सेकंड नहीं जी एक सेकंड you must मुनि जी you must misrepresent to the public and the fact that you are saying that there is no scam. Can I please ask you, fact that there are accused who have charge sheet, does that show that something went wrong or did not go wrong?
Can you repeat the question?
I am saying, you are saying Manish Sisodia is not named, but that doesn't mean investigation against him has been closed.
Who says investigation has been closed? They 152 FIRs has been filed against 72 MLAs of Aam Aadmi Party.
No, don't broaden this. Let's stick to the subject. My question to you was this. No, my question to you was this.
I am not agree. I am not saying that investigation number one is interest by
Who out? Let's go. We'll see. Can I? It is also interesting too. The RBC's history is that they come out in the media being so public against government. That was आज क्यों
नहीं सही बात है they the court against Aam Aadmi Party MLA advocate Rajendrapal and Adil Khan. Aam Aadmi did what
you don't issue. We're discussing this vigilance report. You don't find a problem that part believed in vigilance, that believed of corruption, alleged corruption in public domain. Problem with that?
Are you finding a court? Live in the court in the country.
What did the Aam Aadmi
court?
I am talking about the party believe in and what is it? Let Vinay think in.
Today is of shame that the party which each and every minister, the chief and deputy chief minister, are being by people, agencies. Their ministers are in jail. Of this existing bathroom classroom and shown the clearly. One, two to be bathroom entering outside and another is now it's not less. Political mistakes, deliberate attempt to give this particular tender. So, 30 rupees have to these people, I said also my earlier they have passion for rapists. They give awards and rewards to rapists of Nirbhaya. One of their elected representative, her relative is accused of rape. Minister who is in jail uses himself of India 1,55,000 students and on admitted 52,000. 1,02,000 students were thrown out of the class. That thank liquor never done and who are here, people who are coming. I feel ashamed that scandal,
Yes, Mr. Muni.
liquor gate.
Now,
Mr. Goenka, for your turn.
One,
yes.
Mr. Muni, please. Between even the agency, are you having this knowledge and how do you have this knowledge? So how do you have this knowledge?
Aam Aadmi Party.
I want to get, but I'll tell you.
Let's again. I did have this follow-up question to you. Mr. Goenka, I also had this follow-up question to you. The Aam Aadmi Party that these come out in the LG, the concerned minister. Please respond to that.
Aam Aadmi channel, and I'll talk to them and I'll give them the dates when the concerned people. Why don't they come to your channel? They're hiding their writing. Those who are not informed. If there is a responsible person which has gone to public domain and also. So I think probably Aam Aadmi Party or diverse. Why did they do tender? Why did they give less notice to the genuine bidders? Why did they compromise? There is tell you. Actually, what was the tender cost and what was the where were the procedure? X number of toilets, Y number of toilets were made. The reason
Shown all of that. I've shown all of that. Let me just open this up to some of our. I want to come to you. After liquor gate filed today, minus Manish Sisodia, who is obviously the most prominent accused in the initial FIR. There is, of course, Satendra Jain, his videos coming to light of. There is the sale by their own workers and issues that are. All of this, do you believe, are putting the Aam Aadmi Party on the back foot? They've been very, very successful, dominating headlines, run up to the polls, dominating all the reasons, not in control of the narrative, not even sending representatives to TV debates. What does that show?
I think, Shivani, that this is very sad commentary of the political system we have. We have a political system accusing a party or the other. We have, say 8 lakh people for elections, 50 lakh all this money is coming. That all parties are corrupt.
No, Rashid, I'm sorry. The issue discussing today. Now, this is politics, but the came above that. That's the major issue.
Precisely. Of all these cases, corruption. See, we see whether the one political kind of, I have been to several things were said about whether it was Mehul Choksey or Mr. Vigilance or and follow up. I mean, that
liquor also a report that came from the secretary. There are cases that are being pursued in Liquorgate. Multiple people have been. A charge sheet has been filed today.
So law will take its course. You cannot say just because you see there is a and you all this in of election. Voters.
But that's exactly what I asked you. Do you believe that the Aam Aadmi Party's model and their their entire plank is under attack, and that is the lead? Even to debate
I think that all political parties, all show,
no, I'm talking about the thing that is that classroom. That's the problem. The issue here is precisely the one thing other parties and corruption.
Political party also doesn't that the political party goes scot free.
It's not. Wins and the measure. I'm not saying that. I am just saying, is the model itself is under threat? Yes, Char.
I to the show. Your question for simple is Aam Aadmi Party feeling the heat of the MCD polls? In 2012, Varun Kejriwal appeared on the political scene and he proudly claimed that everyone should do sting operations.
Yeah.
Today, when the video surfaced from Tihar jail, he's more worried about the crime being revealed rather than the crime is the VIP in Tihar jail. And Satendra Jain is being investigated for cases that date to 2016. No Gujarat elections, no MCD elections. Number two, talking of the central that was signed in 2020 before the pandemic, 2.5 years the Vigilance direct has acknowledged the corruption that was linked, that was mentioned there. This is a report from 2020. No Gujarat elections, no MCD elections. He's not given. He was investigated in the future. The liquor policy was withdrawn as soon as the investigation was ordered. And liquor policy was before. No MCD elections, no Gujarat elections. And finally, point number 4, a very unfortunate suicide of the Aam Aadmi Party leader. An election, political do it is damning to where the Aam Aadmi Party seems Manish Sisodia himself says, yes, money was received, but tickets were not sold. I don't know what that means. Last time, Aam Aadmi when the law does take, as it took in the case of said that the judiciary is a sellout, the reports are acknowledged by their own government. They say it's filed. We had all else fails. All else usual card. Maybe BJP have over a decade.
Let's respond now.
First and foremost, you go liquor gate. Their AAP spokesperson came on TV, 400 crore rupees. Where they have done raids, they have gone to the village of his are raided. Where is the money? How many they have given producing money? Is that Goenka Sahu was telling, with rapists? Arey, convicted rapist. Rapist. Mayors, MLA, these all were convicted with to take blessings. The city of Bharatiya Janata Party. More to talk about कि ये Google करके आ जाता है कुछ नहीं. क्वेश्चन आज एक क्वेश्चन पूछने लग रहा है. मैं क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ. टैक्स रेट कम कर रहे हो रिबेट. मैं अगर क्वेश्चन करूंगा कि सब क्यों नहीं कर रहा है. आपका क्वेश्चन है. When you want आम चुप हो जाए. आम पे कम.
Do you want to respond?
Yeah, of course. Once he finishes, I'll.
He's done.
Muni Sab, please. Muni Sab, as you are the facts going on in the Aam Aadmi Party, present them. Bring their kind notice. Get who is Vigilance? These people who are paid is been denied. Those people turned approver. So this and people. Why did Aam Aadmi Party to have shops when take the package is also known. Bring out some names and people should know about it. Amanatullah Khan, both elected, represented. Somnath blamed because of wipe. Jail many times. As rapist goes, I don't know what have. They give money to their elected representatives. Relatives are Oscar rapist been doing. So, elected representatives in bail or they are been named in wife beating writers. ऐसी party.
But
volunteers inside. Case of classroom scandal. The channels are there. Please, is this justified? And chase and tell me, is this academic year 18, 1 lakh students was this justified? Just they wanted to have some false. Do you think you understand? दारू बेचने दुकानें खोली. क्या आपने कभी 800 सेंटर खोले? कभी नहीं.
Can I ask you a question? True that the Aam Aadmi Party is raising, all of fine. This is appropriate behavior. Oh, we don't this in politics, and especially. But what they're saying, there are the issues that actually. Where are those issues? How is
Respond to this?
in
Can I
context of
respond to this
MCD?
one? Of course, Jen is relevant because Jen is also a minister and Delhi is without answers to. But let me tell people through your channel what government decided not to pay MCD the salaries of sweepers, whom we call as who 1,000 people in the peak of the COVID, they suffocate MCD for funds so that the paid to the sweeper. Number two, 62% in Delhi has been door-to-door collection of garbage has been done. 62%. 3,200 beds have been made in 9. Kejriwal can't sing 30 plus 123 has been made without having funds. More than 1,000 houses through the central government. DG gave this
Okay.
a single state. Raise the houses, ma'am. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. The height of the houses have been increased to 17.5%, through which the middle class will be benefited. A digital application for birth, death, trade licenses has been done. There is moreover, lights have been put in 75 lakh street, and out of which 60% is runs on Delhi city.
But
Spending
Aam Aadmi about what is done, but by talking about Satyendra Jain. Yes, yes, I'll go to Sehgal as well.
You know, the BJP.
Mr. Goenka, wait,
it's
I'll
not-
give you time. I'll give you time to first.
You know, I'll give you an interesting. During the election of 20, Kejriwal of reducing pollution, he got to promise to get away with the garbage heat that we see on the GTR, bypass road and all that. Promised 100 kilometers worth of metro stretch, and today Lieutenant Governor because the RTA, the West, all of them delayed because of emissions. So start talking. So the has made fake.
On the issue of Satyendra Jain.
No, I want to come on general point. These issues are raised in the election as far as the media is concerned. As far as the government is concerned, there to them. No, taken. We have all the ministers. Jain is in jail. Jail is under and has now these are obvious things, and the investigation is not legal person suspended. So you say people have not been convicted in the court of law. Takes point for excise commissioner suspended. So as is number 2 suspended. The same thing has happened to officers at a high level. Why has the same thing not happened to the minister?
Yeah, and
the
whatever the
should also
timing
have
of
been
these
removed from
allegations may
from the
be,
department.
the question that persists for the Aam Aadmi Party is, you claims to be holier than thou. You are supposed to be you have we've seen they continue to do that. This is the question of society. Charge has been moved on the party for so level charge in the Gujarat elections that MLAs
have serious difference in opinion regarding Satyendra being the jail minister. Analyst, I have the opinion party. One interesting is that BG was number of संजीदगी से बात करते हैं अच्छा बोलते हैं now 800 liquor shops has been opened. Can you prove this point? 49 liquor shops were previously and 49 liquor shops are still there today also. Not one liquor shop has opened in Delhi. Can you prove that?
This is the liquor allegations we discussed this ad nauseam. There's a investigation happening. Let it happen. Those charges, by the way, did come from BJP. Charges came from Chief Secretary. जल्दी करके आपने वो बात जी कोई नई
दूसरा क्वेश्चन मैं ये पूछता हूँ ना कि आधार डेट के लिए ऐप क्यों नहीं काम कर
ओके I'm sorry for repetition say Mr. Goenka the opportunity to respond to the question I was asking you earlier. Why is the narrative as the Aam Aadmi Party claims from the BJP narrative Aam Aadmi Party?
Short expose them even in the marginal houses. जो गरीब महिलाएं हैं जो हमारे यहाँ पे झुग्गी झोपड़ी है सरकार की मदद से 8 लाख दिए केंद्र सरकार और 8 लाख while Aam Aadmi Party in lead with these emails there is thing in the for they compromise. Two, let me tell 1,000 crore was given on the basis of national finance was their issue was which was not necessary. When we went to him for the clearances for 4th of metro, he denied to us, and Mr. Muni self let us have a word. Please don't between. Muni, I never speak in between. Mr. Muni, I never speak in between. Mr. Muni, please don't reflect your argument. Never speak in between.
I've just me, for the of course we will fight the election. Thank I guess these polls are to be on December 4 have become almost crucial to any other election currently. Congress, which also as a referendum of the Aam Aadmi Party where they've been in for 15 years. To discuss the challenge for the party, joined National President and Delhi in charge of BJP, Mr. Jep. You seem to have an envy BJP in charge. Delhi is a party where it sweeps the Lok Sabha, but hasn't been able to dent in the assembly for years. Now people are saying the AAP is doing a to the BJP. You concede
the contrary. I think I'm extremely fortunate not that we keep winning all the Lok Sabha seats with the popularity of Prime Minister Modi, but in the MCD also we keep regularly. We have a tremendous team among for victory in MCD elections. There are reasons for that. One is the that has been done both from the national government, for example, recently Modi away thousands of homes that have been built in slums to create the BJP government has built very large biodiversity eco parks, has built infrastructure. On the other hand, Aam Aadmi Party has got both publicly. The public has seen its scams. I mean, now there are information about management from last weekend. Look at what's happening in Tihar jail. Their minister has been there inside Tihar for many months. The courts are not giving him bail because of prima facie evidence, money laundering, and yet he gets 5-star treatment. He gets massage from a child rapist. They try to follow the leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. Try to it's proven that
Next question. The Aam Aadmi Party think matters at the MCD level are being discussed.
That's a contribution, and the Aam Aadmi Party has been I and your families and all of your families suffering terribly because they have a lot of campaigns. They have seen a lot of advertisements from the government, but police is and lack of want this kind of government to face again. Secondly, we want to talk about civic issues. For the 8 years, you have seen the leader of the Aam Aadmi Party promptly clean 8 years all the lie accused in any civic issues. We keep seeing the civic issues. The point is, we are not able to answer the very serious issues of serious allegations of corruption that have come out. Now look at the liquor scam. They have opened liquor events 3 times the number. You have liquor events school Gurdwaras. The assistant of the second most important Aam Aadmi Party leader has now given statements, given evidence to the police of large amounts of money being with money trail, that he is in jail 5 him bail and he is getting child rapist. They
Speaking naturally shine against the Aam Aadmi Party government. The most pervasive is that there is widespread corruption at the MLA level.
If you see the track record, there is of corruption. BJP has taken action. We have even taken action on these MCD councillors who used to be with the BJP because of corruption allegations. These are the people that have been embraced by the Aam Aadmi Party. And you know, let's talk about MCD corruption. You have seen recently sting operations have come out of 2 kinds. One is Aam Aadmi Party leaders threatening and extorting money from government officers, threatening them with transfers, if collections. Of Aam Aadmi leaders. You had tragic incident yesterday when Aam Aadmi Party worker committed suicide. There are widespread allegations because that ticket, like many other tickets, has been sold by the Aam Aadmi Party. He has now Aam Aadmi Delhi. These are views online. Whenever any credible allegations, BJP can act. We acted immediately. Aam Aadmi Party is taking no action.
manifesto was released today, the culprit for the city elections. What about it do you think will capture the voters' mind? What is new and fresh in that? And secondly, is anti-incumbency the biggest enemy in these elections?
If we continue to talk about Aam Aadmi Party, they have failed to live any one of their promises. Neither clean nor pollution, nor have they built a hospital, nor have they built any infrastructure that was not central. So we actually built a lot of things I mentioned earlier. Our cadre is working field enthusiasm happening, the enthusiasm with which the people are receiving us, and that's because we are a transparent party, we are a democratic. We have been given consulting to our MLA appreciation that candidates. The Aam Aadmi Party has sold tickets, and as a result, the average Aam Aadmi Party karyakarta is not at all enthused about working for the party at all. I can say that they are the brunt of anti.
We'll wait to see what happens. We'll get back in elections out. Thanks a lot for speaking on News 18. On that note, I'm slipping into a short on the other the biggest stories.
By the BJP, this is a scam. Delhi is talking about. I think latest revelation, for report, expected responses, and then back to the Vigilance Committee, and then it goes on. Something is going to get to a of allegations between the party.
Now, Pallavi, how is going to be come in line with the BJP's allegation of?
Well, I mean, the chief minister has gone on record to because they want to hit the AAP government kind of allegations very seriously. Say, there you go. Those allegations, investigative agents, and of course, opponents, it out really. So in the this they are supporting Satyendra Jain. Our strategy is.
We want you to stay. Mr. Karan, thank you so much for speaking to News 18. The report has now been released. Classroom scam. There are significant and scathing.
BJP was a huge scam in the classroom scam. The deadline is also confirmed. The department and the PWD department also. The amount of 1,300 crore rupees, what we feel, BJP feel is much. But the actual construction rooms are about 21,000 rooms, which Aam Aadmi Party was claiming. So the quantum of the the contractors which have been, these has to be investigated thoroughly. Of this whole and
also like you to elaborate on how these irregularities were taking place, because these allegations in August, if I'm not wrong.
First of all, this for constructing or the associates, they have been given a any tender. He's a private person and as a consultant not only attending a crucial but influence from the ministry. The camp started over and has gone up to level. Tender has gone escalated like anything. With the quantum of the money which is department 1,300 crores. 2,000 odd classrooms, what we're talking about.
Continue. Sorry.
No, I mean, they're in two phases now. First phase was about 9,000 odd. Not you see kind of pattern, in further also, then the quantum will go in 1,000 crores.
RP Singh, we've just spoken to Harish Khurana about this new report about the class scathing findings. Has been
which could have been built in 5 lakhs of and that has been almost 3 lakhs of pieces. And then even toilets shown as the teaching that we are the best. And God bless Delhi and God bless MT. So, vigilance inquiry complete subject. That yes, we're hopeful that LG will soon do it, and whether it's Mr. Sisodia, he will be responsible.
Directorate of Vigilance, Delhi government has submitted the Chief Secretary of grave irregularities and corruption by the Arvind government. 190 towards a major scam and recommended an investigation by a specialist agency. Thanks a lot for the big updates we've seen. The Supreme Court today sought the government's response to allow solemnization of marriages under the Marriage Act. This court, the Attorney General of India, the matter for a hearing in 4 weeks. A bench comprising Chief Justice heard the brief submissions of senior advocate invited ire by backing Richa Chadda's tweet mocking in response to an commander's statement. None responded to a tweet supporting said she responded.
Wanting the brownies from. हम उसका अंदाजा जिसने ट्वीट किया है उसके लिए, उसके परिवार के लिए, वो लड़ उनको क्या so I think in
such an again with Gehlot openly taking part in his supporters. Rajasthan Chief Minister has filed a trial. He'll never be the CM. He also called it a Twitter. Chief Minister said to be
रिपीट किया गया बीजेपी था। आप बताइए 19 विधायक ने 35 करोड़ 30-25 करोड़
student union. Whereas the government said that religious learned men, the pulse of the people, conduct a drive under 27 women military who will be entered into the army as CV. Drive is to be conducted in the Lord's District complex. The army has cautioned candidates against scouts and frosters. Two coaches of the passengers got has been the derailment also clear. Supporters participating in the World Cup Qatar descend the street Doha back their favorites wearing costumes. Tunisia were coming and dressed up as from Gucci has announced that renowned homeborn designer and creative director Alazar is stepping down. He's associated with the brand for the past 20 years and the role of creative director in 2020. Has an extraordinary journey ending him and the company. He says it's a company to which he has tirelessly dedicated all his love and creative passion. Charles III welcomed guests to a royal luncheon hosted at the Buckingham Palace every year. Lunch, Charles has been socializing with guests who included veteran British broadcaster David Attenborough. And lawmakers gave a final approval to a bill that significantly expands restrictions on activities seen as promoting gay rights in the country. The proposed legislation expands the ban on what authorities call non-traditional sexual relations to minors, established by legislation propaganda. And finally, on scene, America's rivals have tried their share a moment of history. Like there between Twitter CEO Elon Musk and New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. This video even caught Elon Musk's attention, who tweeted a heart mate with hands in response. We'll leave you with that. Thanks a lot for watching. The Aam Aadmi Party is refusing to acknowledge that their minister is getting VV.
Threat looms large in a nation that is in disarray. Fight within the military establishment, of course. It was then put on hold. Why? The process has been compromised. Oh, by the way, letter.
Shift their home and before arrest was of the nature